yes, I am Australian, and I get asked every week, are you from England? Welcome mums, dads, grandparents, siblings, families and friends. Welcome faculty, staff, special guests. But most importantly, I'd like to welcome the NEC graduates class of 2014. Oh, yeah. Take a look around you. Look at the composers, the conductors. Look at the theorists, the music historians. Look at the singers. Yeah. Look at the string players, the brass players, the wind players, the percussionists. But finally, look at the piano majors. If you know what they look like. Take a moment to think about how many practice rooms are available right now. It's magical. Seriously. I heard a friend of mine say once that when you're not in the practice room working at your craft, there's always someone else putting in the hours, advancing while you're not. What an intense thought. What an incredible pressure we put upon ourselves to never stop working, but to always be watching the clock. We all do it. Each one of us has worked so hard to be here, and we're well aware of the sacrifices we make every day to succeed in our music. Each one of us has had to put our music first many times in our lives to be sitting here in this beautiful hall today. Some of us have moved across the world to be here, and we're all aware of the sacrifices we've made. Others of us have moved across the country to be here in Boston. But no matter what the sacrifices, we have each committed the time to be here. We're all well aware of that ticking clock that is constantly reminding us that time is slipping away, and in order to be a success, we cannot stop. So many of us have lived by that clock. We watch the clock, counting the seconds of our repertoire, knowing that each and every measure means devoting a few more hours of sweat and tears towards achieving perfection. We watch the clock, counting the minutes of our studio lessons, being fully aware that in those few precious moments past the hour, our teacher can turn to us and say, I want you to work on this for the semester, or for this for the month. And that totally rewrites our entire practice schedule. We watch the clock, counting the hours that we must study for that exam. We rehearse the band, we listen to Spotify, live in the library, sleep in the library, write the masterpiece, or in my case, counting the number of times my eyes glaze over as I do the final revisions on my Sibelius file. Knowing that this little composition that I poured my heart and my soul into only lasts for 24 measures, and maybe if I chuck a drum solo in there, it'd go a little longer. How many of us have counted the days until a competition deadline, or an assignment due date? How many of us have counted the moments and the days until today, graduation day? For me, I counted the years until I could fulfill my dream of working on a master's degree at a conservatory in America. It's true. Since I was 16, I dreamt of packing up my life in Australia and moving to the east coast of America to study at one of the top conservatories like NEC. I didn't realise that my fabulous Aussie fashion would be hidden by a puffy jacket and a 6-foot-long scarf for 9 months of the year. But I knew that my teachers would be world-class, and that education is literally second to none. This is a dream that I actually lay awake at night thinking about. Finally, at 11 years later, I did it. We all did it. We're here. And now, it's over. We're finished. But before we move on, it's time to take a moment to stop the clock and look around, soak up the incredible feeling of accomplishment that we have all earned in completing this season of our lives. The scores are put away, our instruments are in their cases, the piano lids are shut, and the pianists are here. And our research and our writings are abandoned. And just for one moment, we can be so proud of what we have achieved. You can look back over the last few years and know that you've accomplished so much. So today, let's not watch the clock. Because it's our time. It's our time to enjoy the fruits of our labour and be proud of the hard work that's been put in. It's our time to hold on to the memories we've created in this school. Some of us have endured snow days, lockdowns, blackouts, blizzards and hurricanes. We've watched as NEC has opened its doors to many, many famous and great artists, some of whom are on the stage today, who came alongside us with advice and inspiration, ranging from Elvis Costello and his honorary doctorate, right down to special Elvis and his weekly window concerts of singing and dancing. NEC covers every musical base. It's time to embrace one another, NEC. It's a magical place. It has been mysteriously positive. It's got a feeling to it that anyone walking through these hallways can sense. People will smile and say hello to you with the most beautiful sincerity. And despite there being a healthy sense of competition, which is normal in every conservatory in the world, there's such a sense of pride when we hear how an NEC student has succeeded. I felt the warmth of this place the moment I stepped through those Jordan Hall double doors in the summer of 2011, checking out the school, doing my recon. Nothing has changed. I know that some of the friendships I've made over the past 2 years are going to last for the rest of my life. Graduates, can I tell you, we came across something pretty special when we committed our educations to NEC. Don't forget that. Wherever you go from to today, you should have a sense of pride that you attended a magical school full of incredible people. So today I encourage you to stop the clock, enjoy the moment right here, right now. Be proud of your achievement and take a minute to look over the last few years and see that you did well. We did it. Happy graduation day, class of 2014.